this is how I know that the law of attraction is real. Hi, my name's Annie, and I'm less of a miserable cow than I used to be. These are my adventures in transcending bullshit. So maybe you're wondering, is the law of attraction real? I don't know. Let's discuss. Exhibit A. Have a look at my ceiling. Now, friends, traditionally, I have a really shitty attitude, but it is getting better. My attitude is getting better and better every day. But just look at my ceiling. Perhaps the circumstances of my life are a reflection of my shitty attitude. Could be. That's how the law of attraction works, right? So it seems to be working great for me. I have a shitty attitude and my life is in shambles. I'm mastering the law of attraction. You guys want to hire me as your manifestation coach? So what do you think? Is the law of attraction real? How does it operate in your life? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let's get to know each other. So I have a shitty attitude. I know that about myself. I have enough self-awareness to observe that and notice it. And I've reached a point in my life where I'm ready to get really serious about changing some of my negative thought habits. So naturally, I've been watching a lot of law of attraction videos on YouTube. They're everywhere. There is an abundance of law of attraction videos. Thank you. But sometimes law of attraction videos just rub me the wrong way. They're just way too mystical for me and therefore less believable. And this is a problem, since belief is a key ingredient to the magic of the law of attraction. So what does a doubter do? Well, there's this other book that I'm reading right now that was written a long time ago. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, and I will certainly put a link in the description. And this book is basically saying the same thing as the law of attraction, but for some reason, it's just spun in a way that I can believe it. And I really dig it. It's making a lot of sense to me. And I think that if I apply these principles that are put forth in this book to my own life, I think I really can make some great changes. But the key is consistency. And that's the key with any self-help books. You could have 3,000 self-help books on your shelves, but if you don't actually consistently practice the beliefs and the techniques that are in them, they're not going to do much for you. So I'm reading Psycho-Cybernetics and taking it pretty seriously and really getting serious about changing my attitude. So Maxwell Maltz, who wrote this book, was a plastic surgeon. And he noticed, after seeing hundreds of patients in his career, that certain patients would come to him with a physical deformity and a poor self-image because of the deformity. And many times he would fix the deformity, but the poor self-image remained. Self-image is something that is in your mind, and it cannot be fixed with surgery. You have to do that work to change your perception in your own mind. He also noticed, after years of experience in his career, that certain people seemed to succeed and have just a success mindset, and other people seemed to have a failure mindset. Some people tended to fail over and over again, even though the outer circumstances of their lives were maybe pretty conducive to success, or at any rate, just as conducive to success as the circumstances that other people were given in their lives. So he wrote this book that's a real deep dive into how our self-perception and our inner habitual thinking creates our reality. And there's nothing mystical about it. It's really simple. I'm a massage therapist. I've been practicing for 14 years. I currently practice barefoot massage. I give people massage with my feet, which I love. It's really wonderful work. But I just don't make very much money. After 14 years in the business, I have not figured out how to make very much money. And if you told my clients how much money I make, they would be surprised because my clients actually like me. I have regulars that I've been seeing for over 10 years. And I think they would be kind of shocked that I'm not successful. I don't consider myself successful in this business. I've put in a lot of hard work over the last 14 years, and I've made amazing improvements, and my income has grown a lot, but I'm still just not reaching the averages that I think are possible. Now, a lot of people in this area are in the same situation. I live in a very saturated market, but I think that is an excuse that's overused. I think there has to be some way that I can make a higher level of income. So something's not adding up. There's some kind of disconnect because I think that I am actually okay at what I do. I'm organized and professional and on time, and I'm doing a lot of things right, but I'm still just not where I think I could be. So I think the disconnect is happening somewhere in my mind, in my belief about reality, about money, about earning potential. I think there's some way that my limiting beliefs are preventing me from succeeding beyond a certain level. And all those thought patterns are so habitual that it's kind of difficult to get a clear picture, to really see the pattern of negative thinking. Because when it's happening inside your mind, you're just too close to it to really see it clearly. But the first step in starting to see it clearly is just by having that initial awareness. And then each time you become aware of the pattern, you start to understand it more and more, and you get better at stopping the thought and turning it around. So if I take these principles that are put forth in the book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and apply that to my situation, there are really concrete examples of how self-perception and habitual thinking could affect the outer reality. For example, let's just take the thought and the belief, I don't make very much money. I can't make very much money. I never have made very much money. I have this entire history of not making very much money. And therefore, I believe that in the future, I probably won't make very much money. So now I go to my office and I see my client. And we're talking face to face. I could be carrying myself in a certain way that isn't entirely confident. I could have micro expressions on my face. They're not very confident. Maybe my face changes a little bit and there's like a little hint of insecurity there, or a little hint of failure, just in the way that I carry myself and my facial expressions. And I won't be aware that I'm doing those things. And my clients are taking in all these subtle cues, and it's affecting their perception of me. It's affecting their confidence in me, but maybe not even on a conscious level. They might think that the session went really well, and I might think that the session went really well. But maybe on some level, they sense the doubt in me that I don't have confidence in myself, and therefore it changes their perception of the service. Or maybe the treatment isn't even as effective because on some level, they don't have confidence in me because I don't have confidence in myself. And this can affect how much I earn overall over the course of a year. Now you can see that this is very logical. There's nothing mystical about this. But this basically is the law of attraction. Lately, for me, what I feel inspired to practice and committed to practicing every day is visualization. While I'm massaging people is a great time to visualize. So I'm just imagining that my client is happy, that they're benefiting from the treatment, that the treatment is effective, that I earn a lot of money because I'm good at what I do. I hold these thoughts in my mind while I'm massaging because I'm practical. I'm kind of a multitasker. I maybe multitask more than I should, but I figure that during a 90-minute massage or a 60-minute massage, that's a really convenient time to visualize, right? It's a good use of time. So I have plenty of time to practice my visualization if I do it during the massage. And by the way, if you're wondering why I have all these weird pillows around me, it's because I just did a product photo shoot yesterday. I have an online handmade business called handsomeannie.com where I print photographs onto fabric. And so these are pillows for my online store. And I just still have all my photo shoot equipment out because I think I'm not quite done photo shooting. So that's what's up with all the weird pillows. So I have kind of a fun story about the law of attraction. I was running on the trail this morning, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this pair of tiny little scissors. And this is interesting because lately I've been thinking I really need a pair of tiny scissors. There's a product that I'm developing for my online store, and I'm kind of stuck in the design process. There's a situation where my X-Acto knife isn't really doing the job, and I was thinking a pair of tiny little scissors would work. So I was running on the trail, and I saw these tiny scissors out of the corner of my eye, and I just ran right past. And I ran right past, honestly, because I sort of sussed them up, and I thought they looked like really shitty scissors, and I just didn't think they would actually be effective. But I've been watching all of these law of attraction videos, and I was thinking, I've been asking for scissors. And the universe or God or reality or whatever has just handed me these scissors. So how shitty would it be of me to just refuse that gift and just keep running? And just be like, ah, fuck you, universe, I don't want your fucking gift. So these law of attraction videos are really seeping into my mind because I actually stopped and I turned around and went back and I picked up the scissors. And you're never gonna guess. They were perfect. They were exactly what I was looking for. And this is how I know that the law of attraction is real. Just kidding! They were really shitty scissors. These scissors are not going to help me out in my project at all. Really just utter crap. Honestly, I don't know why the manufacturer would even bother to make such shitty scissors. They're totally ineffective. You can't cut anything with them. They're just like cheap plastic shitty scissors. And this just struck me as really funny, and I just started laughing while I was running. And that's remarkable, because in the past I would have grumbled. I would have had a negative reaction. And I would have said, oh yeah? Well, fuck you too, universe. Are you mocking me? But today, I just took it differently. I found the whole thing really humorous. And I thought, good one, universe. Well played. The whole thing was just so hilarious. And the humor of it, not the scissors, was the gift. So I was given a gift from the universe or God or reality or just whatever. And that gift was humor. And it got even better because as I was running, another gift came. So I started getting excited about how absurd and humorous the situation was to me. And I thought, that's my video for today. I was totally going to make a video about a different subject. But then this cosmic joke occurred on my morning run, and I thought, that's gotta be what my video's about. I'm gonna make a video about these crappy scissors. Now, there are a lot of things that I love about running. I actually made another video about that I'll link in the cards. But more than anything else, what I love about running is that on my morning runs, I get the best ideas. The inspiration and the ideas about what I want to execute for the day come to me while I'm running. And I really started to notice this pattern a few months ago. And ever since, I started to notice that running increases problem-solving ability and gives me amazing inspirations. Ever since I started to notice and appreciate that, it started happening more. And that's the law of attraction. I wasn't trying to do that, but that's just how it works, right? You notice good things and you appreciate them, and they start to show up more. So now I'm like this problem-solving machine. Because almost every morning when I go out on a morning run, I'm like, oh yeah, I know the solution to that problem that was getting me yesterday. Or, oh yeah, I know how to resolve that design issue in my artwork. And running is now just like this engine that drives my imagination and my focus. And I need it. I need it to get my work done every day. It's a huge help. And it was by noticing it and appreciating it that I amplified that quality. So I have been keeping a gratitude journal for the last 6 months. I just write down in a bullet journal in the morning and in the evening anything that I'm grateful for. And since I've been practicing gratitude and appreciation, I have to say that my outer reality has improved. I'm a lot happier and everything across the board in my life is better. So does the law of attraction work? I do believe that you can change your outer reality by changing your inner thinking. I do believe that you can attract more good into your life by practicing gratitude and appreciation. And I believe that based on my experience. There have been times in my life where I was so pessimistic and had such a defeatist attitude, I would just dismiss it immediately. I was just so pessimistic that I couldn't even be open to anything like that. But now that I've been practicing gratitude for a while, I just see by experience in my own life that yes, it is valuable. It's effective. I'm happier. My situation is actually better. And so I think there is something to this law of attraction stuff. I think it's worth diving into and maybe practicing some of the techniques. And I highly recommend this book, Psycho Cybernetics, because it talks about these same principles that are put forth in the law of attraction, but it talks about them in a more pragmatic way that might make these concepts a little bit more acceptable to certain people. So what do you think? Is the law of attraction real? How does it operate in your life? Let me know in the comments.